Hello everyone, welcome to a new video, and today I'm just here to talk about inspiration. Inspiration as a comic artist. What inspires you as a comic artist? Whatever type of comic artist you are, whether you're a manga artist or a webtoons artist or any type of comic artist that you are, I'm just here to talk about what inspiration is and why it's so important to be inspired to create. And so I looked up the definition of inspiration. What is the definition of inspirations? The process, according to Google, it's the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. So that's basically what inspiration means. When something out there that you experience or something that you admire, it motivates you to create something, that is inspiration. And so I believe that as a creator myself, I've been inspired by a lot of things. I've been inspired by my own life experience. I've been inspired by just different media I've consumed over the years, especially anime and manga. I've been inspired by even American cartoons. I've been inspired by webtoons, graphic novels, you name it. And so, and also as for you as a creator, I believe that everyone has been inspired in some way, shape, or fashion to create their own artwork, to create their own comics, And yeah, every creator should have a source of inspiration because that's what gives. I believe that's what can give them the drive to continue to create. And I also believe that having a source of inspiration will help you as a creator to keep on going when you feel unmotivated. Because then you, like, whenever you feel uninspired and unmotivated, you always go to that moment like, what inspired me to create this in the first place? And usually that's what keeps you going. Your source of inspiration could be anything, like I said: life experience, entertainment, relationships, values, beliefs, etc. You name it. As for me, as for me, as you know, as some people know, I'm working on a webtoon. It will be out next year. It's an action fantasy series, and there's a lot of elements in this series that pertain to what I've gone through in life. Mistakes that I've made in life, bad decisions I've done, and I've learned from, and I've become a better person because of those experiences, and I'm able to put them into my story. You know what I'm saying? That's really what can help a story become better. Like, you taking from reality and shaping that into a story that other people can relate to, or that other people can learn from. And that's one thing that can really enhance your story, you know. And I also say that one of my favorite graphic novel series has really inspired me over the years. This one it's called Amulet by Kazuki Buishi. I've been reading this thing since I was in high school. This series right here has really, matter of fact, I'll say that this series, like me reading this series, has really inspired me as an artist to want to tell a story and finish it. Like, I really, really love Amulet, bro. And me watching this story go on over the years has inspired me to want to push forward with my story that I'm releasing next year. I've been the story that I'm releasing next year on Webtoon. I've been planning the story since I was 13. Yeah. It's just that it developed over time, over the past decade. It took a lot of time and energy to shape the way the story is right now. The name of the comic I'm working on is called Ourea, and it's gonna be very good. But I will say that Amulet by Kazuki Buishi has really inspired me over the years, man. Like, this is one of my favorite comic series. I love the arts. I love the world building. Although I didn't really like the story in book 8, I thought it kind of deviated from the main plot. However, I really, really do like Amulet, bro. Like, the overall series as a whole is very good. So this series has really inspired me. So I think book 6, Escape from Lucien, is the best one. So it's also always good to get inspiration from other comic artists as well. So I also like Tower of God by SIU. It's one of my favorites as well. Although I'm really behind on this series. I really love Tower of God as well. It's also one of my biggest inspirations. I remember I watched the anime. Very, very well done. And season 2's coming out next year, and they said July. Yeah, I can't wait for it. But even this series as well, man, I really love Tower of God as well. Man, look at his art, man. It's very good. It's also one of my biggest inspirations. And it's really something that hits deep in the soul when I see other people's artwork, when I see how a story is executed, how a creator executes their story well, with the characters, with the art, with the story. Or they use the art and the characters to execute the story properly. When I see it done well, it inspires me to want to do the same. One of my other inspirations for Ourea. Matter of fact, this series, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this series, but this series really inspired me to create Ourea in the first place, and it's called everyone knows this series. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yep. Man, I was obsessed with this show. I was obsessed with Avatar, man. I'm not even joking, bro. Look, I remember, man. And it was after Avatar had already finished. Like, when I really got into the show, man. This series, bro, is very inspiring. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, man. Shoot, this is a very inspiring series. This series is what inspired me to create mine in the first place. I remember I was just 13. I was watching Nickelodeon one day, and yeah, Avatar was on, and I was like, man, I want to create something like this. So, although at first, if my idea felt similar to Avatar, but over time it developed into its own thing. So, and also a lot of anime too has been my part of my source of inspiration as well. So that's really all I gotta say in this video. What I will say is that, what's his name, Muzi Sensei, the dude that runs Coffee Comics, he talks about this a lot. It's taking from reality, what you see in reality, and putting that into your story. He talks about this a lot. Hold on, let me pull up his channel. This dude right here, Coffee Comics, he talks about this a lot. He talks about taking from reality and creating something your own, creating your own thing from reality and putting it in your story that other people can relate to. And I agree with him. I agree with that. It's very important to take from reality so that other people can relate to what you're trying, to the message you're trying to convey in your story. And so it's very important, because without a source of and that's the thing. When you're inspired by what you see in reality, whether it's the stuff that's going on around you, or whether it's your own life experience, or even stuff you see in media, when you see these things and you're inspired by it, it makes you want to create. It makes you want to pick up a pencil and write that story, draw that comic, you know? When you're able to convey a message that hits you in the heart, that when you're able to convey a message that comes from the heart that other people can benefit from, that's something that I believe is worthwhile. That's something that will stand the test of time, and that's what a lot of stories like Avatar has done. There's a lot of heart. There's a lot of hearts. There's a lot of heart. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of just I'm not sure what the word to say is, but there's just a lot of emotion in stories like Avatar: The Last Airbender, you know, and also like Naruto, One Piece, and stuff like, and series like that. But yeah, that's all I have to say in this video. Next video will be out soon. I'm not sure when, but it'll be out soon. All right, see y'all later.